This unit is part of the Earth and Space Science Standard. This standard focuses on the physical features of the Earth and how they formed. This includes the interior of the Earth, the rock record, plate tectonics, and landforms. Although there may be even more information that is not in this video, we will only cover what is necessary for our standards in this video. In this unit, we will learn about geologic cross-sections. This video will cover geologic cross-sections, relative and absolute age, the law of superposition, horizontality, cross-cutting relationships, igneous intrusions, faults, folding, weathering, erosion, and deposition. First, let's discuss what a geologic cross-section is. A geologic cross-section is just what the Earth would look like if it were cut open and seen from the side. When we look at geologic cross-sections, we can determine the relative age of the layers within the soil. Relative age is around the age of something. For example, if we say that layer D is older than layer A, then we would be describing the relative age. Absolute age is the exact age of something. For instance, if we were to say that layer D is 50,000 years old and layer A is 5,000 years old, we would be describing the absolute age. When we look at a geologic cross-section, the first thing that we'll look at is the law of superposition. The law of superposition says that in undisturbed rock layers, the oldest rocks are on the bottom and the youngest rocks are on the top. Now, let's go through some things with the geologic cross-section. Despite how they look now, these rock layers were originally deposited in a horizontal manner. This is called horizontality. The layers are bent or slanted because of folding. Folding is the bending of rock layers due to stress in the Earth's crust. When a younger layer cuts across an older layer, it is called a cross-cutting relationship. We will study two different types of cross-cutting relationships: igneous intrusions and faults. An igneous intrusion is when younger magma flows into older rock and cools. As we can see here, this igneous intrusion is younger than the rock it cuts across. A fault is when a younger crack cuts through older rock. Here, we can see that this line represents a fault. The fault is younger than any layer that it cuts through. Finally, let's examine weathering, erosion, and deposition. Weathering is the process by which nature breaks down rocks into smaller sediments. These sediments can then be transported to another location by erosion. Erosion is when nature moves rocks from one place to another. Once this sediment stops moving, it will settle into a new location. Sediment being deposited in a new location is called deposition. That does it for the geologic cross-section unit. You should now be familiar with geologic cross-sections, relative and absolute age, the law of superposition, horizontality, cross-cutting relationships, igneous intrusions, faults, folding, weathering, erosion, and deposition. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.